Okay, you have taken the notes and you've watched the instructional videos, and now it's time to do some practice. So I'm going to have you turn the page, and you're going to go to the back of your paper and you're going to do your practice on the back. Okay, you're going to set it up so that it says the same standard. We're going to label that this is practice. We're going to put the date, always good to put the date. And then the directions say to find the quotient. So I just put the directions on there. If you don't want to write the directions, that's fine, but it helps you if you ever look back, what was I doing? But I think long division is pretty straightforward. So I'm not going to color the top here. I want the header to be colored only when I start a new set of notes. You can color it if you want. I'm not going to, and that way every time I turn the pages, I'm going to look for a blue line to know that that's the beginning of a new set of notes or a new topic or a new subject. All right, so I'm going to start with number 1 on the practice sheet in the slideshow. And I'm going to copy the problem. So the dividend is 4,050. And again, I'm spreading those numbers out so I have room if I have to do some borrowing with subtraction. And I'm going to divide that by 2. So I'm not going to do all the problems with you, but I am going to do a few just to help get you started and kind of get you into the swing of doing the problems. So we're going to start with the first or the farthest to the left number inside the long division box. This is the dividend. We're going to start with 4. We're going to ask ourselves, how many times is 4 divisible by 2? So we know that 2 times 2 is 4. And I'm going to subtract that. So 4 minus 4 is 0. And then I'm going to bring down the 0, the next digit in the dividend. And now I have 2 zeros, which is really the same as having 1 0. And I'm going to ask myself, how many times does 2 go into 0? 0. It doesn't go in at all. It's not possible. So 2 times 0, 0 times 2, 2 times 0 gives us 0. Make sure you put that 0 there. We're going to subtract 0 from 0. I know it seems silly, but it's 0. Then I'm going to bring down the 5. And I'm going to say, how many times does 2 go into 5? Well, the closest is 2 times 2, which gives us 4, and we can subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1. And then we're going to bring down that last digit all the way down, and we have 10. We're going to ask ourselves, how many times does 2 go into 10? And I know that 2 times 5 equals 10. So 10 minus 10 is 0. So our quotient is 2,025. I will do number 2 with you. If you feel confident, you can stop the video and you can go ahead and do them on your own. If you're still feeling a little shaky, then stay with me and we'll work through the next one. Okay, 6,633 divided by 9. So I'm going to ask myself, how many times does 9 go into 6? And it doesn't. So we're going to put 0. And then we're going to ask ourselves, how many times does 9 go into 66? And for those of you who know your secret 9 trick, right? Sorry, my old lady fingers, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to go 9 times, and we want 63. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put this down, and then there's 3 on this side. That's my 7th finger. So I know I have 63 is the closest. 9 times 7 is 63. 66 minus 63 is 3. I'm going to bring down the next 3. And I won't show you my fingers again, but the next one I'm going to try to do is get as close to 33 as possible without going over. And I can't get into my 30, so I know 27. So 9 times 3 is 27. And I could count up from 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and figure out how many. Or I can borrow 13 minus 7 is 6. 2 minus 2 is 0. And I'm going to bring down the last digit so that I have 63. And I'm going to say 9. Oh, we did 63 here. And there's 63. So 9 times 7 is 63. Okay, I want you to go try some on your own. Keep going and check the answer key. You can do them one at a time and check the answer key. If you have any questions, make sure you're coming to checkout or make sure you're asking at our live session.